It's time for the show that engages with people of the combat sports world. And now, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed combat sports show champion of the world, Flash Knockdown!
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me on episode 23 of Flash Knockdown with the three-time amateur MMA champion and now professional fighter, the one, the only, marvelous Marlon Jones!
That's fucking illegal.
Welcome to the show, Marlon.
What's happening, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm very well, lads. How are you?
Sam, not bad, not bad.
Good man.
Yeah.
Well, chilling, yeah?
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah.
Well,
Throw
Marlon,
the marvelous in there.
absolutely, because you are marvelous, man. Everything you do is marvelous, brother. Three-time champion. Goodness me. At only 20 years old.
I love this kid. I love the way he fights.
You are definitely marvelous.
Nice one.
You're welcome, brother. Well, Marlon is my first active professional fighter, with his next appearance in April at Almighty 24 in Liverpool. How much are you looking forward to that, Marlon?
Can't wait, to be honest. It's been a long time since I've been in able in having a proper fight. My last fight weren't the best outcome. We'll probably talk about that later, but yeah, I can't wait, to be honest. Prove a lot of people wrong and show everyone that I'm back.
Absolutely. And you also get to share the cards with some of your teammates, such as Scott, who'll be making his professional debut, and Haidar, who challenges for the middleweight title.
Yeah, it's going to be stacked, to be honest. There's me, Scott, and then another lad that I'm saying with as well, Bo. We're all on the pro cards, and yeah, that's just the pro cards as is. And then you've got like Jack Dunny. He's on the undercard. He's only amateur now, but he's upcoming. Don't know. I don't even know who else is on it. If there's anyone else on it just yet, but it's a Liverpool card, and it's a Liverpool team, so we'll always just fill it every time. Even the last show, it's just a Aspire show every time.
Aspire takeover.
Yeah, not half.
Absolutely. So Marlon, before we go any further, brother, please could you give the viewers an overview of your MMA career, the gyms you represent, and how people can find you online, please?
Well, my name's Marlon Jones, obviously. I'm having, technically, it's going to be my professional debut in April. I think, what was I? Amateur like 9-3. I think that was my record. Won 3 belts, but over a period of time. Don't know, a fight out of Aspire Combat Sports Academy. That's quite a common gym in Liverpool, one of the big ones. Staying out of Phoenix Fitness as well, for my S&C. I'm staying in a Thai gym in Liverpool as well, called Alliance, with 𝑘𝑒𝑒𝑒. You might have heard of him. He's fought a few times Thai as well, so that's going to improve me a lot. Other than that, not much to say there. I don't think that's me.
Yeah, and how can people find you online, Marlon?
Yeah, mainly Instagram, to be honest. Marlon Jones 3. I've got Twitter, but just blast me. I don't have a clue how to use it.
If you don't know, now you know.
And Facebook?
If you use Facebook, Marlon Jones, yeah. They've got
man.
a page there, so yeah, that's me.
Good man. Thank you very much for that, Marlon. And Marlon, we now move on to the next part of the show that I've called Flash Choices.
He continues to show everybody he can be one of the best in the world.
For first-time viewers, I will ask Marlon 10 questions with 2 possible answers. And Marlon, you choose the one that best suits in a flash. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Good. First one, Marlon. Head kick KO or rear naked choke?
Head kick, even though probably had about way more being naked chokes.
Did you choose head kick because you started your martial arts career in kickboxing?
don't know. I feel like the knockout's always better. Looks better on camera. It's funner when you get that knockout. It's completely different.
Yeah,
You know?
it is.
It's all the same. No, a win's a win, innit? So
Yeah, yeah. And would I be right in saying that you started your martial arts career in kickboxing?
Yeah. I started doing kickboxing. I'd say I was about 9 or 10, I think, and then after 4 years, I think, progressed into the MMA. That was with me coach now, Phil Turner.
Yeah, sure. Okay, second one, Marlon. The 2nd of June, 2018, or the 29th of Feb, 2020.
What one was the 29th of Feb? I remember the 2nd of June. That'd be when I won the first belt, innit?
That's correct.
Yeah. What was the 29th of Feb? What one was that?
That was
when I won the UFC belt.
That's it.
So I reckon the 2nd of June, because one, that was my first belt. It was in Liverpool as well. I remember coming up to that fight. I was planning to jump on the cage. First time I ever jumped on the cage after the fight. God, and you see your old crowd, everyone there supporting you. It's posh. I think I had loads of people there as well that time. It was good.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And your first title.
Yeah,
that's incredible. That is incredible. Yeah, that's a good answer there, Marlon. Third one there, Marlon. The rematch with James Williams or the rematch with Curtis Campbell?
James Williams, to be honest, that's probably the one that stuck with me for longer. Obviously, Curtis is more fresh, but I'd like to get them both back eventually. But the Curtis one's just probably unachievable. He's a lot heavier than me now. It's one of them, innit? You can't stick on things too long. Just be, I don't know, holding grudges for the rest of your life, innit? But
absolutely,
me and James have had words in the past, even after the fight. So I think that one could actually happen one day.
Wow, God, Ray, if you're watching, you know what the next fight needs to be.
Pay-per-views.
The fourth one there, Marlon. NBA basketball team Phoenix Suns or Phoenix Fitness?
Phoenix Fitness, isn't it?
That's never heard of Phoenix Suns? NBA?
Nah. Loop ahead. Jones is running. Oh,
never heard. Charles Barkley.
Basketball.
Yeah, basketball. For real?
Whoa. I watch his MMA. Don't watch footy or nothing.
Fair enough. So coming back to Phoenix Fitness, that's run by your uncle Charlie Jones.
Yeah, he's not the head coach there. There's another one, Carl, but my uncle, yeah, he's one of the main coaches there. He's been there for years now. He got me into it. I think I've been training this for about 6 years now as well. So yeah, it's part of my career.
And he's also your strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah, it's a mad little, it's a mad relationship. Like, it's hard at some points, but you know, it's all right.
Yeah. And you two always sit down for your customary Christmas photo.
You missed it this year. Actually,
you missed it this year. You missed it this year. But I've seen the both of you in your dodgy pajamas.
No, everyone knows me. They all love me socks. I have mad socks, me, and then.
What you got on now? Guys, is that Simpsons Donuts?
Yeah.
No, it's not cocaine on my nose.
Yeah, nice.
Got me mad socks on.
Brilliant. Love that. Bit of character is always good.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely. Fifth one then, Marlon. Roy Jones Jr. or John Jones?
John Jones, innit? Gotta stick with the MMA.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah. And would you consider him the GOAT of MMA, or is there anyone else?
He hasn't really lost, has he? He's fought the best. Like, I suppose with Khabib, you can say he didn't fight as many people, but I don't know, I'd say John Jones, yeah, he's fought the heaviest, hasn't he? Been through everything.
Yeah.
See where he never tapped, was it like a Kimura or something, where he never tapped and he ended up coming through and getting the win. He's got heart as well, so especially if he goes up to heavyweight now and just does everyone there.
Yeah.
Gotta be what you want to see, innit? So yeah, John Jones.
Would you like to see him versus Ngannou next?
Yeah, it'll be heavy, that. See how he does against the heavyweights, innit?
Yeah. Okay, so sticking on names, Marlon. The sixth one, Marlon Chito Vera or Marlon Moraes?
Don't even know, you know. So I've probably seen more of Mariah's than she's available. Yeah, don't know. Marlon Jones.
Marlon Jones, of course, of course. Yeah, combination of John Jones and Marlon Moraes. You get Marlon Jones. So yeah, you pick Marlon Moraes over Chito Vera.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, Marlon Moraes. He's on a free fight losing skid, all finishes as well. Yeah. He was. I think he was challenging for the title not too long ago, and it just goes to show in MMA it can change just like that.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's quite often fine margins.
Yeah, you see Hannibal, he smashed the fears, didn't he? And then all of a sudden, he was right on the ring. He was like one of the best, but
Done.
he was my favourite fighter, actually, to be honest. Hannibal, Jose Aldo, and then Jose Aldo when he got knocked out by McGregor, and then Hannibal just got killed by everyone.
Of course, because Henning Barrow is in your weight division, bantamweight.
Yeah. That was when I was younger, like, so I didn't even know what weight I'd be, but yeah, he was my favourite.
You must have been a flyweight at the time.
Yeah.
At least a flyweight.
Playing in on the day flyweight.
Absolutely. The good old days. The seventh one then, Marlon. Elrow or elbows?
Elbows gotta stay good, haven't I? Yeah. But the spots, like, my last fight, I didn't even get to use my elbows properly. Don't think he landed cleanly on him, but the next few fights, I'm looking forward to using them. It feels bossing saying I've just ordered my elbow pads as well, so that's going to be a good one. Yeah,
I saw in Liam's last fight, he was giving the old elbows, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he landed a heavy one on him in his feet. Okay. So I'm looking forward to cutting some people open.
Is that the one thing that you're looking forward to the most? You know, transitioning from an amateur fighter to a professional fighter, elbows.
Yeah, it opens it up a lot, doesn't it? Like, I've been sparring Liam recently, and when he's got the elbow pads on, it's just another thing to worry about, isn't it? Like, it just adds another element of it. Like, you can meet at the head as well, so that's going to be good, throwing some flying knees in. Yeah. I love flying as well, I love jumping, so it'll be good. A few jumping head kicks in me fights in the past, like, so.
Wow, boy.
It's going to be just as good.
Masvidal. Masvidal, boy. Damn. Can't wait to see that. Eighth one then, Marlon. Paddy Pimblett or Darren Till?
Yeah, Darren Till. I'd say much on that one, but yeah. Darren
okay,
Till.
I get it. It's the next gen Aspire rivalry, right?
Yeah, to be honest, there's not even no beef. Like, just say some people with some people, but I've met Paddy, to be honest. He's not that bad. He's alright. So I've got no beef personally, but
of course not.
Got to go with the griller, haven't you?
Yeah, of course. He has indeed. Ninth one, Marlon, and sticking on the theme of Liverpool Olympia or the Liverpool Echo?
The Echo. If fought in the auditorium, that isn't the proper Echo, but that's like next door to it. That was boss, to be honest. The first few times I fought there with Cage Warriors Academy. They had like boss setups, they had the Vigo mats and everything in the back for you to warm up, everything was perfect. But again, with the Olympia, though, there's something to it. Like, you need to fight in the Olympia at least once if you're from Liverpool, because I don't know, it is boss. To be fair, it used to be a little bit of a shithole, but it's picking up now. Used to getting new seats in there and that, so you know, they're upgrading. Well,
yeah. The Echo is where you won your Cage Warriors flyweight title, and obviously at the Olympia is where you won your Almighty bantamweight at Almighty 15, I think he was. Yeah,
I fought in the Olympia a few times, to be honest.
JJ Jones too.
Yeah, he was there. JJ, the first one, was in the Echo.
Your last fight?
Next one's
at AFC 19, your last one?
Yeah, that was the Olympia.
And your next one at AFC 24 as well?
Oh, the Olympia. And I like fighting back home. Like, to be honest, I'd take either of them, Olympia or the Echo, because you get your home crowd, don't you? When you go away, to be honest, they still have got a decent outcome with people turning up, but when you're at home, you get all your mates there, everyone there, don't you? So
true.
It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it.
True. But when you fought at UKFC, for example, that's been in Preston, which isn't too far away, is it?
Nah, to be honest, I think for that I sold like 100 tickets even for UKFC, which is it had a mad. I think it was meant to be in Wales as well first, and then it got switched like to be
Yes, it got
Portsmouth.
cancelled.
So
That's right.
yeah,
In
but,
Wrexham, innit?
yeah, it was meant to be there, but
Wrexham.
COVID messed everything up. So, but yeah, to be honest, that fight with Keynes just got cancelled about a million times. But me and him, we just have to have a screening on the park in the end.
It nearly got to that. It nearly got to that. Thankfully, it didn't, but it nearly got to that. It's
but
true.
yeah, even on the day, it was a nightmare. It nearly got delayed and that, but yeah, we got
Crazy.
to it in the end. Got to it.
It happens. It happened in the end. And then the final one, then Marlon, workout 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.
Well, to be honest, it's hard. I don't mind getting up at 7 now, because once you do it, once you've done it and you wake up and you've got your session out of the way, you are awake then, aren't you? And you're all right for the day. Sometimes when it gets a bit later, then you feel like you've done your day and you're a bit tired by the time 7 o'clock comes around. But to be honest, I do both at the minute, so just take what you get in it.
All right. But which one would you prefer? 7 a.m. or p.m.?
Probably AM, to be honest. If it was just training once a day, I'd probably just go for the 7 a.m. because then you've got your whole day ahead of you and
Exactly.
do what you want then. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, knowing you, you'll probably find another session to fit in.
Yeah, that's it. Wake up, train 7 a.m. or whatever. Sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's 10, and then I'll be teaching through the day and then train again in the night. So it's heavy.
And do you train 7 days a week, or do you give yourself a day off?
7 days. When I'm in camp, it's 7 days. Like, say I don't have a fight coming up, and take a day off here and there. But
Of
now I'm
course.
back in full training camp 7 days a week. But some days just more light than others. You know what I mean? So through the week I'm training like twice a day every day. Sometimes it might be 3, and then Saturdays I do my S&C with Charles in the morning, and I just teach for a few hours, and then I'm done. Then Sundays just do like a little light jog or something. But it's intense, like, but you know, it's got to be done on it.
Yeah, it has to be done. Especially if you want to be the best, has to be done.
Yeah, that's it.
You know? Yeah, absolutely. Okay then, Marlon. Well, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, sound then.
That was good, yeah? Good man. Good man. Well, thank you very much for that, Marlon. Okay, Marlon, we will begin by flashing forwards and to your next fight in April, as we mentioned at the start of the show, at 𝑟𝑒-𝑖𝑛𝑡𝑟𝑜-𝑑𝑢𝑐𝑒 in Liverpool. And it was announced today that you will be facing Mitch Dobbins, who makes his professional debut and trains out of SBG South Shields. His last appearance inside the cage was in 2018. What do you know about your opponent?
To be honest, as you said there, he hasn't fought since 2018, so I haven't even seen his fights yet, to be honest. I'm going to watch a few of them. Could probably come over this weekend, but the thing is, what can you take off a fight from 4 years ago? Even at amateur, I've said in the past, like, I don't even watch that many of my opponent's fights, even if they fought recently, because after every 3 months you're a new fighter as an amateur, and you haven't found yourself yet. So obviously you've just turned pro, but 4 years, if I watch a fight from then, he's going to be 100% completely different. You know what I mean? So I'll give him a watch, see what he's like, but it's hard. You can't see much about him. He had a good amateur record, though. He's 7-3 amateur, so you know, I don't know what caused him not to fight over the 4 years. Still looks like he's been training, so you know, I'm expecting a good opponent. Looking forward to it. And as I said earlier to you privately, I think a few people have heard of his name, like Dean Garnett. He's been around the game with one of my old training partners, Alan Philpott. They said they heard of the name, so I don't know. He must have been all right, must he? So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he fought. Looking at his fight records, he fought on Cage Warriors Northwest Academy 3 when you were fighting for the featherweight title against Sam Birds.
Yeah, one of my mates actually told me that. He said that they thought they'd seen him fighting on the same card as me. So
yeah,
I'm at that.
Yeah. And his most notable win, well, in my view, his most notable win was in 2016 when he beat Scott Pedersen, who beat episode 15 guest Marcus Lewis at Cage Warriors last year in Marcus's professional debut. So yeah, that for me is his most notable victory.
Yeah, it's good ones to have, isn't it?
Yeah, good win.
It's a long time ago, innit?
Yeah,
so
long time ago. That's like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
Completely different fighter now.
it's just hard how much you can take. So,
Yeah,
you know, best thing is just as long as I'm prepared come the day, then that's the way it is anyway. You can have a game plan, or you can think, oh, this person's going to be doing this, but they're only going to be thinking the same about you, aren't they? So they'll come up in with different tricks every time, and you just got to be ready for that.
absolutely. And it's always dangerous preparing yourself for one particular fighter, because as you know from your last fight, anything can happen. You know, people pull out of fights and so on and so forth. So like you say, the key is to prepare yourself and focus on yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. So given what happened last time with the change in opponent, do you see this as your professional debut? And can you also share what happened at the weigh-ins, please, Marlon?
Oh, yeah, that was a nightmare. That
What
I
happened
remember.
with Dan Mins?
Yeah, I remember. I don't know what happened with him, to be honest. Still to this day, I don't know what his reasoning was. I don't know if they said he was sick or something. I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest. I didn't really ask. I think I was just fuming. At the time, I was like half a kilo off weight. I'd done all my weight cut that week, all my water load, and I was in the sauna the Friday morning. And then I remember I was sitting there, my phone started ringing, and I was with a few of my teammates, and my phone started ringing, and Phil, me, like my main coach, my head coach, he's ringing me, and I remember going to my mates, like, tell him to go away or something, I can't be arsed, like, you know what I mean? I was half dying, and then he kept ringing, so I went to Jack, answered the phone, Jack Dunny, I said earlier, and he answered it, and next minute I've just seen his face drop, and he'd be like, oh, I have to pass it to you, so I was like, what? And then I answered the Phil, I've got some bad news for you, he's pulled out, and then swear me, I just fell off at that point. I was thinking, I'm not going to get a fight. Like, so I was nearly crying in the Derby Lane sauna. It's one of the gyms in Liverpool. But you know, it was a proper hectic day, wasn't it? But he ended up getting me weigh-in sorted. Didn't even know if I'd have an opponent at that time, and it was just a scramble. Ray was offering all, like, putting it out on Facebook, offering a few people different like purses and that to fight. But you know, we ain't ideal. Got Will Kearns in the end. It was either that or not fight, man. I've done a weight cut, done the camp for nothing, sold all the tickets. It would have been a nightmare. So we ended up taking that. But weren't we proudest moment? Like, you could probably see in the fight, didn't even celebrate after the fight. Stand up and walk away. But it's one of them, innit? Shit happens. On to the next one, innit?
Yeah. Well, despite it not being the contest that you quite wanted, Marlon, let us still look at your fight with Will Kearns, which lasted a whole minute after he tapped to strikes. Following a stop-start 2 years, Marlon, was it just good to be back competing?
Well, the 4K, it's just not too long before. When I think that was about 2 months before that. But yeah, again, it was good. Like, but I don't know. It didn't feel the best. Like, I weren't made up about it. Like, I felt like I couldn't even run around the ring like I usually do, and like jump on the cage, celebrate. Like, just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? But it did feel all right to getting in the pro gloves, throwing a few elbows and that. But you know, this is the main one coming off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, your fight with Curtis and Will were 2 months removed, but since 2020, you've only had 4 fights.
This is number one bullshit.
Yeah, bloody hell. It's been quiet, hasn't it? And COVID has messed everything up. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I think I've fought 3 times since COVID. I fought in August, like, of, I don't know, what it was 2020, was it? And
Celtic Gladiators.
Behind closed doors, that was a mad feeling. They got me walkout song wrong on that one. I've only ever walked out to the one walkout song, but I suppose it's alright because there weren't no crowd. So
what's your walkout song?
Some moody song. Blue Notes by Meek Mill. Starts off with the piano. Man, everyone's screaming your name, that's boss, and everyone knows it's my song. Like, I've had a few people trying to rob it, but you know, everyone knows it's mine. The only one I've ever walked out to.
And what did they play?
I don't even know, you know. Like, I swear, I think I've got a video where I'm saying I don't even want to walk out to this. It was so madness. Like, it was the maddest song. It was proper, like, it was like on rock tune or so. I don't even know. Never again, like, fuming. When I see them after, it's like, what happened there? Well, it's one of them, innit?
Yeah, well, one of my previous guests, Abraham Babley, he fought on the same UKFC cards as you when you fought Curtis in July. I don't know if you know. He trains out of Manchester top team heavyweight.
Oh yeah, big lad.
Big lad, absolutely. So they got his song they messed up his song, so he decided that night to walk out with no music, and that's now his trademark.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Have you considered walking out to no music or no?
Nah, I'm gonna get me melted off me out to it one day.
Whoa, that's
happen.
sick. That's sick. Whoa, that's sick.
Maybe heavy only live, like McGregor had that beard. Be heavy.
Yeah. Wow, that's sick. Goodness gracious me. Wow. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. I hope so, man. Touch woods. I hope so.